Actually, not a bad look. I think a desert ninja vibe could look pretty cool. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Forgive me, you're free to look around Rhalgr's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. Give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe I'll do just that. Let's make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside and out. I can show you around if you like, old. Right, let's get started. Whee! I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is, we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over by the spine over there, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen. Well, Beast women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Ananta? They've been with us for a while now. One of the smaller factions. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta makes some of the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then, most don't know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rhalgr, shall we? So, Snake Lady here, huh? Yeah, that seemed pretty cool. So I know, like, most beast tribes have, like, their own quests, and, like, you go through their stories, you can get, like, special mounts and stuff. I'm kind of hoping that the Snake Ladies are the same, but I don't recall ever actually seeing what their quest lines look like if they have one. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? A breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. He wanted me to understand, to remember. The end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to the mountains of Girabanya. They, who were saved by his grace, pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. Storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep. For no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk, the Fist of Rhalgr. He explained it to me. Day will come, bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation, make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that led us to this point, We'll see through to the end. Ah, sorry. It's a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Storm of blood, you say? Whee! There we go. This is the infirmary, yeah. As you can probably tell, here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. Here we go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. I feel like that last stop was kind of unnecessary. You're just like, here it is. At least with the Ralger statue, you had a lot of important things to say. At least introduced me to a doctor. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades, when the Fist of Ralger was still here. Made it look different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the Sutlers are next. Don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. That home. I assume at least for a little bit we'll be hanging out here. Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks have got it. Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep us provisioned.
Thanks, Granddad.
Oh hey, thank you, Meltazer. Meltazer? Have a good day, Sugarheart and chat. Off on the errands? Yeah, gotta get back to the grind. Supposed to do that too in 10 minutes. If you're short on anything, or if you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alpha Note and Alice are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Give me the hat. Wear it. You can wear it. Ooh, that is a good look. And it clashes with the rest of the outfit. I like it.